This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show.
I'm going to be one of the ones. You're going to turn on the film and practice. I'm practicing no matter what, who's behind me. It could be a two-star that he's not, don't even know the plays. I feel like he's threatening me for my job. He's threatening me from putting food on my family plate at the end of the day. So that's how I always view everything when I'm on the field, how I'm in practice. So it really didn't even matter.
All righty, welcome back. Yes, sir. We're going to, that was right there, Solomon Kindley, of course, kind enough to join us now on the program. You just heard it there with the desperation, the way he plays the game. Solomon, good afternoon, my man. How are you doing, sir?
Good afternoon. I'm good. What about you?
Well, you listen, I'm stealing money talking sports every day. What do you think about that? I mean, this is 30 years of me not having a real job, Solomon. What do you think about that? What do you think about my streak?
Oh, man, if I could do it, I would.
Well, aren't you doing it, right? You're about to get paid to play a game. You're about to get paid to kick people's asses up and down the field.
Yes.
That's got to be a lot of fun for you,
Yes,
Solomon.
sir. And no doubt it is. No doubt it is.
So on that soundbite, you talk a little bit about how you have the challenge of playing with that edge every single time. And you talk about it. You don't care if it's a two-star guy behind you. Well, now you're not the starter right now. Now you've got to earn that job. So how do you attack this now?
Like I said, I'm going to attack it like any other way I attack anything. Like you said, I'm not the starter right now, so they're going to make me work even harder. But it ain't no place where this is, I work harder, I stop working. I'm going to work my whole career in the NFL, my whole life. So it don't matter, like I said, he can be a two-star, a five-star. He can be a Pro Bowler or not a Pro Bowler. I got to work.
What was that? Do you remember the moment where you started to have that kind of work ethic, that kind of, desperation that you play with every single day? Do you remember that moment when you got that work ethic?
To be honest, I got that work ethic when I was like young, like at an early age. I really had got that drive in me was when I was younger and I couldn't play, like pop on the ball with my brother because of my weight and everything. And I remember at times, like I said, I was a lifeguard. I was a lifeguard and I played basketball. And what really made me drive myself and everything, because I remember times when I used to get in the pool, people used to be whispering, like, "What is he about to do? Is he about to get in the swim?" And I just got in the pool and beat everybody. Got on the basketball court. It was like, oh my God, he's too big. What is he doing? He must be the waterboard or something like that. Got on the court and gave him like 15, 20 points every game. So that's just my drive. No matter like who you is, what you've been through, like how you look, or what you like going through at the time, you can do anything you want to. So if you got and if you're pushing yourself and got the right mindset, you can do it.
So tell me, Big Fish, how did your love for the water come to fruition? What was that day that you decided, I love the water, I love to swim? Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah. Like I said, that was when I was very young. And that's one of the first thing I ever done before in the sport. It was swimming. We used to go to the local pool, like 10 minutes away. Me and my brother used to walk to the pool when my mom was at work. And every day we used to go up there and we just got in the pool. But at the first time we went up there, we didn't know how to swim. And it was this coach, and he taught us how to swim. And then when I was younger, I had cousins and big older siblings that was working as a lifeguard, and I seen that they was getting a good amount of money and living how we used to live and where I come from. I was like, oh my God, bro, I could really make money off doing something I really like. And as I got the older age to become a lifeguard, I became a lifeguard, and I just love the pool. I love the water from now on.
So who gave you the nickname Big Fish?
I think it was a news reporter or somebody. I I can't
Oh, so
remember
it was
who gave
later.
it to
It
me,
was
but
later in life. It wasn't when you were young, hanging around the pool. It was after you kind of became a
to
football
be,
player. Is that what it was?
to be honest, I think it was younger, but I can't remember the person who called me. And then, like, when I got older, started playing football, it came back on me.
Okay, all right, big fish. So, do you have a tattoo or something, a big fish on you?
Not yet.
That's
That was my crazy that you say that. That was going to be my next tattoo, the big fish.
There you go. There you go. Well, how beautiful is it that the big fish gets drafted by the Dolphins? I know you're from Duval, so I'm sure you were kind of a Jags fan growing up, and they've got their beach too. But man, we got the sexy beach, baby. We got South Beach here, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's just crazy how I just fill in with each other, man. You know, it's just crazy. Like, it's power in the tongue. A power in the tongue. A long time ago, I made something, and it was like when I was younger, because my whole dad side of my family lives in Miami, and I used to always visit my auntie and talk to her and do those type of things. And I made something that said I was from Miami, Florida. I live in Miami, Florida. I played for the Miami Hurricanes, and I played for the Miami Dolphins. And that was like almost 12 years ago. And look at me now. I'm playing for the Miami Dolphins. I'm about to live in Miami.
So Solomon, I would imagine we're talking with Solomon Kindley, by the way, guard of the Miami Dolphins. So you'll be playing football, but then in your off time, you're going to try to lifeguard out there in South Beach. Maybe a honey needs, a little help out there, and Solomon is ready to help out.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna do my best. I'm gonna do my best to help out. Yes, sir. Help everybody out in the pool and everything.
Well, tell us about the day you saved the child, because that's got to be scary, and very fulfilling too at the same time. That the job you were brought to do, you ended up coming through in a big time way. Walk us through that moment when you had to save somebody.
Oh man, I'm gonna try to keep kind of short, but it was crazy, man. See, what I do is like I have a good bit of siblings and a good bit of cousins and all type of stuff, and me, I'm just a family person. And I love the kids, so I did swim lessons, and I was teaching swim lessons at the time. And what I taught my kids was at the very first time we have swim lessons, I teach them how to come off the wall, and when they come off the wall. While they're sitting on the side of the wall, if they come off, make sure they always touch the bottom so they can boost themselves back up and like to grab the side of the wall. So I taught that for about a few days, and everybody hadn't really got it. But it was only this one kid, like he was so terrified to put his face under the water, so he didn't really do it. And but I had this one kid, he always jumped off the wall. Like I promise, he jumped off the wall every time. But he was not afraid of the water. He was like, he was like, okay, I got this. I taught me how to jump off the bottom of the wall. Bottom of the pool, so I know how to swim now. So that's how he viewed it. The one kid that didn't never want to jump off the wall, that didn't never want to put his face in the water, he kind of like was shy. He stopped, and he kind of like stopped coming. So he stopped coming for about a week or two. So I called the people and like asked him if he's okay. He was like, yeah, he'll be back through every now and then when he wants to, when he's ready. I was like, okay, yes, ma'am. I told him, yes, ma'am. And the one kid that kept jumping off the wall, he was one of my best swimmers at the time. So I had about 5 or 6 kids at the age of, I would say, the oldest was probably 7. So the oldest was probably 6. So, and from like 5 to 7 years old. So I had those kids, and it was just basically the kid kept jumping off the water, but he was a good swimmer. He was actually turned out to be, he's going to be a good swimmer. So one day the kid that came to the pool, he came back to the pool. I didn't want to put his face in the water. And he had, like, I guess his mom put something in him or said something to him, was like, you going to learn how to swim. And I promise he came back the next week, and he was, like, swimming, like, putting his face on the water. He wasn't scared. So I kind of guided him a little bit more out in the water. And the one kid that kept jumping off the wall, I promise he did about 1,000 times. He did about 1,000 times. But my number one thing I told him was, the black part of the pool is the slippiest part of the pool. The little lines in the pool, right. I say, do not step on that. No matter how big or tall you are, you will slip and fall if you step on it the wrong way. And he jumped off the pool. He jumped off the side of the wall and thought he was gonna come back up. And he slipped on the side of it. And I had the other kid that just came back a little farther out in the water, and all the other kids were yelling my name, Solomon, such and such is under the water. So I had to hurry to swim back to him and grab him. I had done grabbed him. He was throwing up water. He was almost to the point where he almost really drowned, to the point where if you're about to drown, that means you poop on yourself. He had poop on himself and everything. I was like, oh, man. Wow. But unfortunately, I did what I had to do. I saved him and everything, and the kid never came back to the pool.
Ooh, yeah, that's a scary situation for the kid at that moment. It's one of those moments that it's probably going to take them a while to kind of overcome that. When you have there are people that fall off bikes and then they never want to get back on again because they're afraid of it. It's just one of those things that you've got to tackle. So apparently you're a butterfly freestyle guy when you're doing your swimming. That's your favorite.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So do you tell me about a moment where you freaked people out like that you were a really good swimmer and they look at a big dude like you. I mean, big dudes like you aren't supposed to be like really agile in the water. You know what I'm saying? Big dudes like you usually just like float. They kind of hang out. You know what I'm saying? So it's not really your thing. So tell me, give me a story when you freak somebody out with your athleticism in the water.
Let me see. I got one back in the day, and I'll tell you the one when I was in college with Coach Smart. I was in college with Coach Smart and all the freshmen before camp start, the weekend before camp start, that Sunday we would go to his house, his lake house, and like we'll get in the water, get on the boat, and like, just have fun. And I previously told him that I was a lifeguard, but as I went out there, this is in my older time, so I was able to do a lot more stuff than I have been doing but back in the day. And he was like, "Saul, you need a life jacket?" I was like, "Coach, no, I don't need a life jacket. I know how to swim." I was a lifeguard. He was like, "Boy, you want no lifeguard?" I was like, "Coach, I promise I was a lifeguard." He was like, "Okay." Next thing you know, I went to the pool. I went to the side of the lake, and I did a backflip. I was doing backflips. I was doing front flips. I was diving off the boat. I was catching footballs in the water and all kinds of stuff. He was like, "Wow, oh my God, he really was a lifeguard. He might have been a lifeguard."
Did you ever do that backflip that Mark Rick used to do when he was the Georgia coach at the swimming pool? I'm sure you heard about that.
Yeah, I heard about it, but I never did it. We never. That kind of suggestion kind of died out when Coach Smart came about.
Right. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I thought something amazing about you, Solomon, and we're talking with Solomon Kindley, Dolphins draft pick. You didn't start playing football till you were in 9th grade. Why?
Like I said, in Florida, Jacksonville, Florida, Pop Warner ball, it was more of a weight limit league. So when I was younger, I had to play with the older kids. I probably could have played, but my mom was like, "No, he's too young. This, that, and the third." And they really didn't come out with They really didn't come out with an unlimited weight football team, like a Pop Warner unlimited weight football team until like I was in the 7th grade. I played a year or two in there. And I went to middle school. I tried to tell my middle school teams, but sometimes, the middle school team didn't have a helmet for all the kids, had shoulder pads for all the kids. So I was like, okay, I guess I ain't going to be able to play for this team because we really didn't have nothing going on for ourselves. And then at the high school, some of the coaches seen me play at the Pop Warner Unlimited Weight Football League. And then as I got to high school, I just went on from there.
Nice. I like that. Well, at Georgia, you played both guard spots and center. And so I'm wondering when you talk to Coach Flores, where are they going to start you? Where do you expect to start competing at? What guard spot? Or did they tell you you're going to also play a little center too to try you out there?
Like you said, man, I played both guard spots and I played a little bit of center. Wherever the coaches need me, I'm ready to work hard, ready to be humble, and had a blessing to even compete for a starting job as me coming in as a rookie. So wherever the coach and the team need me and they need to fill me in, I'm ready.
But have you had that specific conversation at all with your line coach or anything like that? Like where we're gonna? No, okay, all right, because I don't know if they gave you the playbook and they said, okay, this is your spot. You got to learn all your responsibilities. So that's pretty cool because you're going to be open to a lot of that. How comfortable are you, Solomon, at center?
I'm pretty comfortable. I mean, I could play it if I need to. I could play if coach needs me to. So I mean, I just practice all type of anytime I work out, I practice all the inside drills. Anything I do, I practice center and guard and left guard.
So let me ask you: have you spoken to Tua yet, or did he reach out to you?
No,
No,
sir, I haven't talked to him yet.
Okay, all right. That's I'm just wondering because you had to compete, and it's interesting how you move now, and you gotta be a pro now, right? But in college, there's that rivalry, that SEC rivalry, and now there ain't no rivalry. Now you guys are teammates, and hopefully you're blocking for him for a long, long time to come, and winning a lot of games down here.
No doubt, no doubt. That's the goal. That's the goal.
All right, Solomon Kindley joining us here. By the way, 3 of your guys on the line got drafted. That says a lot about what you guys were at Georgia.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
How nasty of a group, and talk about your style to explain to Dolph fans how you play the game when the whistle sounds.
Pretty much our offensive line, we had that grit inside of us. We that run team, that run the ball first. We never was no second option. Our second option was our third option was to throw the ball. Our second option was also to run the ball. So that's just the type of that you got to have dogs in your locker room. You got to have dogs in your offensive line room to be able to want to do that type of stuff. To be able to want to run the ball 24/7, 8-man box, and not only just run the ball and run it successful. So it was just like that's just how we view everything, man. We know if the team gonna go, the offensive line got to go. If the team don't go, the team not going because the offensive line not going. So we cherished that moment, and sometimes it was hard, but we also knew how to deal with that type of stuff. So when it came out to the NFL draft, that's why I was solidified as people. Us 3 got drafted because we did what we had to do in college, and we tried to move on to the next level and do even better.
All right, Solomon. So I've been doing this for about 30 years, and I've gotten to know several NFL people. So when you got drafted, I sent a couple messages to some of my scouts around the league. One scout sends me this, and you tell me what's accurate, what's inaccurate, what you need to improve on, what he's right, what he's wrong. You tell me. Great kid, road grader. And if he keeps his weight down, he will be a 10-plus year rock. Tough kid that's nasty and athletic for his size when healthy. Was gimped by ankle last year. How accurate is this NFL scout?
I mean, I feel like he's 100% right, but I feel like I'm healthy. I feel like I'm ready to go, and my weight is good and everything, so I'm ready to play.
So that was an issue for you. Your ankle, it slowed you down a little bit last year?
Yes, sir, no doubt.
Okay. And weight, why? A couple of guys mentioned your weight. Is that something that you've got to watch out a little bit there? Talk to us a little bit about maintaining that.
No, it was just last year I had gained. I was up like 10 pounds because of my foot. Like, when you get an ankle injury, that's something that you need the most to run, do cardio, do extra things, all types of stuff. And dealing with that injury, I couldn't do a lot of stuff that I usually had done the previous year. So that was just the main thing. I feel like the coach said something about weight, but other than that, I'm good. I'm solid.
Yeah, no, because what's funny, Solomon, because I've seen guys, and you're right, when you have a lower body injury, it's hard to train, right? And so I love it when some of the trainers put you guys on that machine where you've got your arms and you got to go round and round and round and round like a bicycle, and like that's how they want you to get your cardio. And hell no, I'm going to lose weight like that. There's no way you'll lose weight like that. You know what I'm saying? You got to use your legs. So, yeah, I can see with an ankle injury how it would definitely cause some issues. But, hey, the beauty, Solomon, is you're going to be practicing in a sauna every single day here in South Florida, baby. It's good stuff. Hey, Solomon, thank you for taking some time here. I know Dolph fans really appreciate it. Look forward to you taking the field, my man, and road grading your way to a Super Bowl for the Dolphins. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you for having me.
You got it. You be good out there, man. Thank you. Solomon Kindley. There you go, guard out of Georgia, and now for your Miami Dolphins. Looks like a great kid. I like that. Lifeguard, saves a child, is athletic as hell, all of that. And how about that? I put, one of my guys, his report, and the guy did not challenge one bit of it.